So I decided that since school is over and I have a bunch of time, I'm gonna draw 100 faces in 24 hours.
Today I walked through the door and fell down on my floor. Got all of my papers out and read.
This isn't that much, It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
So, the rules for this challenge that I somehow decided I wanted to complete in 24 hours. 1, I will try my best to finish drawing all 100 heads. If it doesn't fit perfectly in the 24-hour time frame, at least I'll attempt to finish it. Number 2, I'll try not to procrastinate. As you will see by all of the cuts in the time-lapse portion of the video, I didn't really follow through. And number 3, take at most 15 minutes on each drawing, so the photo reference website will cut me off. This way I'll actually have a chance to complete this in 24 hours. So you can see me drawing sped up. The footage is sped up, obviously. In real time, this was approximately 30 hours of my life, but in the video, it will be 5 minutes-ish, so enjoy it. I just wanted to complete this part of the video, just kind of podcast rant style. I just thought I wanted to talk about 2 things I think are kind of underrated in the art community. First, practicing. There is no shame in just copying some photos, trying to learn more about anatomy, because I really do think it makes your art just look better. Even if you think that you don't need it, just try and practice every once in a while, because even if your style is cartoony or anime or manga, whatever it is, you still need to have the fundamentals down. It's not fun, it's not glamorous, but we all have to. We all know it. I, unfortunately, recently have not done as much as I have hoped. I just really want to improve on my portraits, because I've noticed that a lot of times they look kind of crooked, and portraits are especially hard, in my opinion, compared to some other types of art, because with landscapes, if you're not that accurate, or with still lives, if you're not that accurate, it doesn't show as clearly as it does when a human face is crooked. Because when a human face is crooked, it becomes very apparent, because you see people all the time. So you immediately notice when a face isn't symmetrical. Because whether you want to admit it or not, we tend to be very acutely aware of if a person's face looks beautiful, symmetrical, whatever it is. Not just beautiful, but symmetrical, and if it looks right, the space between the eyes, the mouth, the lips, whatever. We notice all those details, and it really sucks, because trying to improve is such a long process for faces. Another thing that I think is kind of underrated is cheap art supplies. You might notice that in this challenge, I basically only use cheap art supplies because I can't afford anything more expensive. So in the video, I use Muji Gel Pens, which are really good. If you have a Muji near you, basically it's a Japanese store. They sell really good gel pens. I highly recommend getting one. They're really high quality, surprisingly, even though they're basically $1. And I also use Crayola Supertip markers and Crayola pencil crayons. I also Crayola is really great. Crayola sponsor me, but no. Crayola, it's just cheap, and even though we sometimes consider it as a kid's art supply, I do think you can make good art with anything, and if you think your art doesn't look good, a lot of times it has more to do with your own skill level as opposed to the actual materials you're using. If you don't believe me, search up Crayola hyperrealism, and you will feel bad about yourself. I'm just kidding. It's Crayola is great. I also use Prismacolor Scholar colored pencils, which are really high quality. They're cheaper than their more premium version. Prismacolor's more premium version that all the professional TikTok artists use. I can't afford that either, so this is just me being cheap. That's about it. I'm gonna stop recording this voiceover. Enjoy this copyright-free background music.
Technically, I didn't finish it in 24 hours. I finished it in around 30 because I went to sleep and I was tired. So technically I did cheat, but I did try. It was fun to just practice drawing a lot of different faces. You get a better shot at learning facial anatomy, the different planes of the face, and how to draw faces from different angles. You can experiment with different lighting and different colors. It was a lot of fun. I do recommend this challenge. However, I don't recommend doing it in 24 hours. If you plan on doing the 100 head challenge, do it in the 10 days, you know? It's just, the faces will turn out better. They'll be of higher quality. This was painful to film. So painful. I think my favorite page in terms of accuracy would be this page. So the second to last 2-page spread. I like the aesthetic of this one the best. That's why I think I'll probably have it in the thumbnail. But some of these faces are pretty inaccurate in terms of anatomy. Let's talk about some of my least favorite drawings from this challenge and why I hate them. I kind of gave up towards the end, but here are some of my least favorite ones. I just think that, yeah, not every drawing you do will be perfect. So that's going in the bad sketches pile. There's nothing I can do about it. It's in the video. Yeah, so I did it. I did it in 30 hours. Anyone want to try to beat me? I'm pretty sure you could. I definitely procrastinated during the first half of the challenge. I'll link in the description some of the resources I use, and just we can all practice together. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. That's what the YouTubers say. And bye!